Well, if you haven't already, someday you'll retire. No more meetings and deadlines and bosses you really don't care for. But there can be stress involved because you're adjusting to a new way of life. You're off the hamster wheel, but you're so used to being on that wheel. Let's bring in Dr. Angie Yu. She's a psychiatrist with Kaiser Permanente, South Sacramento. She's here to help. So, doctor, welcome. How and why can retirement actually be so stressful?
Yeah, people really don't think about this. They think of retirement as the finish line.
Yeah.
I'm here. And in a way you are, but really is a whole new chapter of your life that is now blank, when before you had structure, you had routine. Some people call it they had a reason to wake up, or they had to wake up. Your whole social circle may change. A lot of folks get a lot of social interaction at work.
Yeah.
Whether or not you liked your boss or not, there might be some other people you liked. And so without that structure, it's almost like there's multiple reasons to lack purpose in your life.
So a connection to that, you've gone from all this structure, you're busy, you're into the numbers and all that. You step back, you retire. What about issues with memory loss because of that?
Yeah, so memory loss, really a lot of memory comes from getting stimulation. Getting stimulation physically, which is exercise, mentally, and socially. So what happens when people retire is they're not going to the office. And so maybe mentally they're lacking a big piece of mental stimulation. And maybe they're even losing a lot of the social piece. And so a lot of memory loss can start with decrease in stimulation in these ways, or maybe hearing loss or vision loss, and you're not addressing it, so your brain doesn't get much input, so it's not giving you much output.
Okay, so in terms you go from work stress to what would be retirement stress?
A lot of retirement stress could be existential, like who am I if I'm not what I did? And you know, I have all the time in the world now to do A, B, or C, like the projects that get piled up in the yard. But because there's really no schedule, no one is watching the clock, you don't actually have a reason. It's always going to be the next day. Oh, I could do it the next month, but it may never get done.
Right. So what are healthy ways you would suggest to kind of navigate a new chapter for someone who is retiring or has retired?
Yeah, so definitely to think about it, like, you know, we all financially plan. We plan a lot of things for retirement, but planning for your mental health and wellness with these thoughts in mind that, hey, what is my daily structure going to be? What are my vacation plans? Put it on paper or computer. You know, the brain it really is use it or lose it. So like you don't have to wait till you feel like doing something. If you plan it, then you have to do it. So planning it just like you did other things, making sure you stay connected with friends and family, learning new things. If you're already a master crocheter, you just take it to the next level, learning new things. Because when you're learning new things, your brain is not going to slide down to memory loss.
Maybe I'll become a master crocheter. I hadn't thought about that. That's a good suggestion. Dr. Yu, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much,
Great
Walt.
tips.
All right.